The internet moves fast, but every once in a while, it creates a star out of thin air. And the Hawk Tuah Girl is one of the craziest examples we've seen.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing, you get me?
In less than a year, she went from saying one bold sentence that completely took over social media to getting paid over $30,000 just to show up at events. That's not a slow rise. That's instant fame. But just as quickly as she blew up, everything flipped. The same people who hyped her up started turning on her, and almost overnight the love turned into backlash. So how did Hawk Tuah Girl lose the internet so fast? And what is she actually doing now? Let's get into it. Hawk Tuah Girl, whose real name is Haley Welch, first showed up on everyone's timeline during a random night out in Nashville.
Did you see the you got a Hawk Tuah spit on that thing, girl? It's massive.
She's famous now.
That girl, one video. Have you seen it, Brian?
Yeah, Hawk Tuah.
One girl gets interviewed, and it's just, I love moments like that where one weird video, it's so funny that the whole world sees.
She's the most.
Two local content creators, Tim and DTV, were outside bars asking people bold relationship questions for content. They stopped Haley, asked her something spicy, and her response created what would become one of the most replayed clips of the year. The video didn't just go viral, it dominated feeds. Within hours of being posted, it was circulating across TikTok, Instagram, X, and YouTube, stacking up millions of views and reactions. One moment, she was just another person outside a bar, and the next, she was the face of the internet. Memes started flooding every platform. News outlets began writing articles trying to track her down. People were digging for her name, her job, her background, anything they could find. The only issue was that, at first, she didn't want to be found. She stayed quiet and off the radar, while other pages reposted her clip and pulled in views and ad money. But once it became clear that everyone else was profiting off her likeness, her perspective shifted.
I wish I'd jumped on it sooner though.
Jumped on what?
Like all this. I was scared to come out of my house the first 2 weeks. Me and her both. We locked ourselves in the bedroom.
That's a normal, healthy reaction.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
If the internet was going to turn her into a brand, she was going to control it. That's when she slowly stepped into the spotlight instead of running from it. The first clear sign came through a Facebook post where she reportedly locked in a merchandise deal. And from that point on, it was obvious this viral moment was turning into a business play. Once Haley fully stepped into the spotlight, the attention didn't slow down. It multiplied. Her social media account started climbing fast, pulling in millions of followers now that people had officially figured out who she was. With the name came the fame, and with the fame came the offers. Interviews lined up.
Hawk Tuah. You gotta put an emphasis on it, like tuh. You know, like really. Yeah. Say it, all right, all together. Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Say it aggressive, like
Hawk
really.
Tuah. Like you're mad at the day. You're mad at it.
She popped up on stage with country star Zach Bryan at one of his concerts. Even the Joe Rogan Experience host, Joe Rogan, mentioned her on his show, which instantly pushed her even deeper into mainstream conversation. She basically speed ran the celebrity pipeline. Every post she uploaded started pulling in hundreds of thousands of likes and millions of views. Brands were watching, clubs were calling, and somehow, in the very same month that clip went viral, she was reportedly getting paid over $30,000 just to show up at a Miami club. When you really think about how this all started, one random street interview outside a bar, it almost feels unreal. One sentence turned into a full-blown career move. At that point, a lot of people assumed her 15 minutes were about to expire. Viral fame usually burns out quick. Most memes fade, and the internet moves on like nothing happened. But Haley didn't disappear. Instead of stepping back, she doubled down. She leaned straight into the chaos and decided to build something off it. That's when she launched her own podcast called Hawk Tuah. It featured her and the friend who was standing next to her during the original viral moment. Unlike most shows that have a clear theme or direction, this one felt loose.
When we first started doing it, the guy that ran it, he ended up texting me. I don't know, it'd be just short sentences and stuff I would have to take a video of myself saying so he could post on Twitter, on my account. Keep in mind, I don't even have Twitter downloaded.
Yeah, I remember you making videos talking about it and I had no idea.
Yes, and you had to video it for me. It's a smack in the face. I don't know, the guy that ran it, I trusted him a lot because he You know, you
Yeah.
liked him too.
I feel like
He
we
was a
built
friend
like
to
a
us.
relationship
He
with
did.
him too.
I don't know, it just kind of sucks. There's people out here that hate me for promoting a coin. It's like Paris Hilton. I mean, she's got cooking stuff out, like cooking appliances. She didn't sit there and take the time to make them.
No.
She's just the face of it.
Yeah.
Those are hers, you know?
So that's pretty much like you with the crypto coin.
Yeah, I was just a spokesperson for
Yeah.
it. I mean, they pay you for being a spokesperson for it, but it's not actually your coin, if that makes sense.
It was mostly them bringing on random guests and talking about whatever came up. No deep structure, no big concept, just vibes and conversation. And somehow, against expectations, it worked. When it first dropped, the podcast took off fast. It climbed the charts and even reached number 3 on Spotify's podcast rankings, sitting just under the Joe Rogan Experience. For Haley, this wasn't just viral fame anymore. This was starting to look like real influence. Popular social media pages were posting her non-stop. Major celebrities were mentioning her. For a moment, it honestly looked like she had flipped one random viral clip into a full-blown internet career. The interviews, the podcast, the club appearances, the followers stacking up daily, everything was moving in her favor. But the real crash didn't come from the fame. It came from her next move. Apparently, the podcast wave wasn't enough. She wanted something bigger. By this point, whether people liked her or not, Haley had built a loyal audience. And once you have attention online, you also have influence. Influence means you can sell, and that's exactly where things took a sharp turn. Not long after the success of her podcast, she began teasing a new project tied directly to her brand. It wasn't merch this time. It wasn't the media. It was crypto.
Hawk meme coin is live!
She introduced a cryptocurrency connected to the Hawk Tuah name.
Nice.
Called the Hawk token. Now here's the uncomfortable part. According to widely reported statistics, the overwhelming majority of meme coins collapse or end up being scams. That's just the reality of that space. So the second people heard she was launching one, the skepticism was loud. Social media started buzzing with warnings, but Haley pushed back. She insisted it wasn't a quick cash grab. She claimed her and her team were in it for the long run. When the coin officially launched, thousands of people rushed to buy in. For a brief moment, it looked like she had pulled it off again. The value started climbing fast as more buyers jumped in. She was actively promoting it on release day, encouraging her supporters to believe in the project. The hype was intense. Within minutes, the market cap reportedly peaked around $500 million. That number shocked everyone. It felt unreal. But the high didn't last. Only minutes after hitting that peak, the value of the coin dropped hard. Not a small dip, a collapse. The price fell rapidly, wiping out huge amounts of value almost instantly. Thousands of buyers were left staring at their screens, watching their money disappear in real time. Confusion turned into panic. Panic turned into anger. X, formerly known as Twitter, started flooding with posts accusing the project of being a scam. People shared screenshots of losses. Threads popped up breaking down what had happened. In one afternoon, the narrative around Haley shifted from viral success to controversy, and this time, the internet wasn't laughing with her. It was demanding answers. Some of the posts breaking this down pulled over 45 million views, so the pressure was real, and people wanted answers. That's when CoffeeZilla stepped in. He's known for digging into online scams and messy crypto projects, and this situation landed right in his lane. Along with other blockchain analysts, he started tracing the token data to see what was actually going on behind the scenes.
That would be this by Bubble Maps, which showed 96% of the supply was controlled by the team and was being sent out to a bunch of smaller wallets, the implication being that some of them might be dumping.
What they allegedly uncovered shocked a lot of people. Reports claimed that Haley's team and associated wallets controlled around 96% of the total token supply. That would mean only about 4% was actually circulating for regular buyers.
Now, the other part of this scam that I really need to break down because people don't understand it exactly is the fee scam, okay? When this launched, they had 15% fees on trading, but what it means is they benefited the entire way. You can see in 24 hours, they made almost $2 million from this fee,
including her own fans. In crypto terms, that kind of imbalance raises serious red flags because it gives insiders massive control over price movement.
Quickly, the Hawk Tuah Girl came in to copy and paste what her team told her to say, which said, team hasn't sold one token and not one key opinion leader was given one free token. We tried to stop snipers as best we could through high fees at the start of the launch. Along with this response, the team hasn't sold one token, and then they post obviously a screenshot of a lot of sells from insiders who did not have to pay. You can see on the bot side, there's nothing. And then on the sold side, they're making a lot of money. So the Hawk Tuah team is sort of lying by omission here when they say the team hasn't sold one token. And that's because they pre-sold the token.
The deeper CoffeeZilla looked, the more complicated the situation seemed. It didn't stop at spreadsheets and wallet tracking. CoffeeZilla managed to get Haley and members of her team onto a live voice call. Thousands of listeners tuned in. Instead of clear explanations, critics said many of the direct questions were sidestepped.
Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making fees?
So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
CoffeeZilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who owns it.
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself?
Brother, who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
You heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went?
Viewers listening live started picking apart every response in real time. The tension on that call was obvious. But the moment that really left people stunned happened during that same session. While CoffeeZilla was pressing for clarity, with roughly 84,000 people listening in, Haley suddenly announced she was going to bed.
An actual,
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay. I guess for talking.
She said she'd be back online the next day, except she wasn't. Not the next day, not the day after, not even the week after. She disappeared, no updates, no follow-ups, no detailed statement addressing the token collapse, just silence. During that gap, her reputation took a major hit. Social media turned harsh, fast. Accusations spread across platforms. Some users began discussing the possibility of legal action. At one point, reports circulated that a law firm invited individuals who claimed they lost money on the Hawk token to reach out and learn about their legal rights. That added another layer of pressure. It wasn't just internet backlash anymore. There was talk of real consequences. Through all of it, Haley stayed completely quiet. Then, roughly 3 to 4 months later, out of nowhere, she posted a trailer.
Breaking news: Haley Welch has been shot to death.
Haley Welch dead.
The Hawk Tuah Girl has died.
Hinting at her return. No full explanation yet, just a teaser. And after everything that had happened, the internet was watching closely to see what she would say next. When the comeback trailer dropped, the reaction was cold. In it, Haley hinted that she was finally going to tell her side of the story. People expected receipts, timelines, something solid. Instead, when she eventually addressed everything on episode 20 of Talk 2, the explanation didn't land the way she probably hoped. According to Haley, she claimed she was only the spokesperson for the project.
So did you make anything from the coin at all?
So the only thing I made from it wasn't even from the coin. I got paid a marketing fee. That's all I made. I did not make a dime from the coin itself.
So you got paid for promoting it, or?
Just promoting it and putting all the work into it, like the videos and stuff that I do for him to post. That's what I got paid for. But the coin itself, like anything that was raised from that coin, I did not make a dime off of it.
She said she didn't handle the technical side, didn't fully understand the crypto mechanics, and was simply reading scripts and promoting what her team gave her.
But at this point, like everything I paid for, like PR crisis, a new lawyer, stuff like that.
All that money went to that?
Every bit of it went to that. So, I mean, I've really come out with nothing.
In her version, she was just the face, not the architect. But for a lot of people online, that distinction didn't matter. At the end of the day, its subs was still her image, her platform, and her audience that were tied to the promotion. Millions of followers saw her backing it. That trust was connected to her. Reports suggested she may not have faced criminal charges directly related to creating the token, since she wasn't the developer. However, the damage was already done. Legal pressure, backlash, and defending herself reportedly drained a significant amount of money. Even if she wasn't legally labeled the mastermind, the internet had already made up its mind. Her full response episode was released on May 20th, 2025. Instead of resetting her image, it sparked another wave of criticism. The video received heavy dislikes and harsh comments. And after that episode, the podcast feed went quiet. No new uploads, no consistent follow-ups. So where is she now? She hasn't vanished completely this time. She still posts on Instagram. She appeared on another podcast.
Okay, so do you have anything fun coming up? Like career-wise for people to...
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say it. If I don't like it, that's too bad. So I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. I think the 29th or the 30th. No, Glenn Powell is the 29th and Twitch is the 30th, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so what is Twitch?
It's like where you live stream. Like
Yeah,
you
'cause
play
I hear
games
people
and you
make
live
so
stream.
much money live streaming. It's
And you don't
crazy.
do anything. You just play games and you set a camera up where people can watch you.
where she talked about her future plans and possible new directions. But viewers pointed out that her answers felt vague.
I'm so uneducated. I don't know anything. Like, I've never been one to like just want to go and play video games on a computer. But now I'm like, you know what? Why
But
not?
like, can't you live stream doing other things, or is it just video games?
You can live stream doing anything. Like if I'm in the kitchen cooking or something, I can live stream that if I wanted to. You can do
Okay.
anything.
And how do you make money off of it?
Your guess is as good as mine. I guess how many people watch it.
Critics said it sounded like she was improvising again instead of presenting a clear strategy. Eventually, she did step into streaming. The twist is that almost nobody noticed at first. That changed when a viral post circulated online claiming the Hawk Tuah Girl is streaming to 9 people. That tweet alone pulled over 6 million views and massive engagement. On one hand, every streamer starts somewhere. On the other, when someone once commanded millions of views overnight, single-digit live viewers became symbolic of how far the spotlight had shifted. From viral icon to controversial crypto promoter to low-view live streams, the arc has been dramatic, and whether she can rebuild from here is still an open question. When you remember that just a year ago, the entire internet wouldn't stop talking about her, seeing her stream to 9 viewers feels unreal. That's not a small dip, that's a dramatic shift. And it looks like the streaming phase didn't last long either. A look at her live page shows she only streamed around 12 times, with the most recent broadcast happening months ago. For someone who once pulled millions of views overnight, that kind of slowdown says a lot. A few months after the streaming experiment faded out, Haley pivoted again. This time, she dropped a link to her Fanfix account. For those unfamiliar, Fanfix is a paid subscription platform where followers pay to access exclusive content. The move raised eyebrows because she had previously suggested she would never go in that direction. Now she was leaning into it. Critics immediately pointed out the contradiction.
Number 2, stop asking me for the link in bio for my OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans and there will never be an OnlyFans. I just make funny jokes. That's all I do.
At this stage, it's hard to predict what the future holds for the Hawk Tuah Girl. She had momentum, brand deals, media buzz, and a real shot at long-term influence. But the crypto controversy shifted everything, and rebuilding trust online is never easy. What do you think? Was this all just bad decision-making, or was the fall inevitable from the start? Comment your thoughts below, like the video, subscribe to the BeyondFame channel, share this with someone who remembers when she first went viral, and I'll catch you in the next one.